I'm Rick Cullen here in the Harris County EMS Dispatch Center. We're going to look at trauma, a major killer of young people, and how the battle is being waged to save lives. Reducing trauma deaths depends on many different things. One is the education of healthcare providers. A big change in EMS education began in 2002 when the National Registry, a nonprofit organization, came to Texas and became involved in the certification of Texas EMS personnel. At one time, Texas was one of the leading states in developing and administering written and skills tests, with the largest number of state employees involved in the certification process. But statewide budget cuts forced the Texas Department of Health to get out of the testing business. The National Registry uses the same nationally standardized objectives that were used by TDH. A big advantage of National Registry testing is that EMTs and paramedics may work in other states. State Representative Dan Ellis sponsored a bill to help EMS. He explained it to Heather Floyd.
Well, there are several bills out there. I've actually got one that sets up a requirement for an insurance company to reimburse a minimum of $500 for EMS carriers. That one hinges on the fact that in the counties that I represent with major highways going through, about half the calls are people who don't live in county. There are car accidents happening on the side of the highway. I mean, where you're at, you see plenty of car accidents, I'm sure. And what happens, the EMS services lose track of those patients. They pick them up, they're worried about saving a life, they're worried about getting medical attention, they lose track of them. They get to the hospital, they may get transferred somewhere else, and they don't know where to send the billing to. Our EMS services are a vital function, in my opinion, of our state and our county and our local governments.
Trauma professionals have the difficult task of stopping the #1 killer of young people in America.
There's always emergencies happening, and there's always so many people that need help at one time.
And then somebody in the truck came out of the windshield and hit this pole.
The girl was just speeding and hit a ditch. I'm sure one of those people would have died easily.
Paramedics and EMTs need your help. Funds are needed for trauma centers and better working conditions.
I think it's very important to have a good EMS system because lives count on it.
I think it's real good to have good paramedics. EMS is very important to the way we live today. I mean, without it, you know, there's no telling what would happen.